What's up, YouTube? It is Sunday, September 10th, 2023. I've been lazy. I've been procrastinating a bit, and I wasn't able to get in the video for Friday, the review video. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now, so that we don't skip out on that. So let's start with the first trade of the day. It was a beautiful trade, as you could tell. That long was pretty nice. And this was how the 15-minute looked. What's wrong with this? What the heck? This is wrong. Yeah, it was this. It was this. Yes. Look, they duplicated the thing. This and this is duplicated, but this was really it right here. You can see on the 15-minute, this was yesterday's range. This bar just surged right off that 200, busted up. So I got some longs. Let's see, when was I out? $10.20ish. Alright, let's just focus on the first one. Boom. What position is that? Beautiful position. +1 right off that 200. Risk. My risk has been pretty good nowadays. Let's see what we got. Boom. At the full range, this bar was you could say this bar was an elephant, right? It's pretty nice and solid. But I didn't enter on anticipation. I waited a bit and I entered on this hidden color change. So within here, this thing pulled back off the highs, came back, then I added there. 2 lots. My stop was here. 2 lots at 75 and my stop was at 25. Maybe a bit lower than that. Where's 25? Oh no, I guess right under here. For 50 cents. Event stop. Then at 108.3, I low-key should have taken some profits after this, because look, really I could have added here, but added here at the takeout of this high, but really debatable how much it was. I definitely had the 50 cent though, because I took one off at the first 55 cents. I didn't take it off at the top though. I took it off on when this red came back down. So that was a bit unfortunate. Took one out here. When it came back down and took out this body, basically bar by bar-ish. So now I have 1 left. I'm adding 2 more around here because I'm seeing, oh, it might pause. This might be the pause type of whale, and then it's gonna go like this. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? Pause and then go. Instead of pulling back and then going, or drifting to the side and then going, it'd be just a quick pause. And yeah, that's what it did. And so I basically added within this vicinity right here. 2 lots, I believe. Now my average price is 108.35, and I'm pretty sure I just moved my stop to break even. Or 108.19. 108.19. So where is that? Pretty sure it's below this bar. Yeah. So like around here. My stop's up. So I took one off, added 2. Now I have 3 lots on. I was looking for 110. As you can see, it never hit quite that high. And I should have taken some off here because this is pretty good profits. Ended up taking 2 off at 85. I think I gave up too much here. 108.85. Where is that? That's a lot. 108.85. I took 2 off. Top of this, bottom of this big bar. Yeah. Took 2 off there. 108.74. I took the rest off. 108.74. Where is that? Yeah. Pretty much took it down here. Yeah, I remember this trade was up about 450-ish or something like that, I believe. Yeah, I gave up a bit too much on this trade. Hidden color change. You got some real color changes in the middle. Entries were good. Ads were good. Take profit was not good. I did lock in some money, but like compared to what I had at the top, 450, 460 if I remember correctly. This this isn't even half of it. Giving up my precious money. Yeah, I think definitely giving up this whole thing was way too much. Way too much. That's the worst thing about that trade. Let's see. Good entries. Good ads. Gave up too much money. Yeah, I just gave up too much money. Need to improve my TP and take my money. This move was relatively quick as well. Quick and large as well. So I probably should have locked in way more than I ended up with. Yeah. Let me see. Pop on the 8 on this. Where is that 8? I basically got out. It's a bit extended from the 8 even here. This is where the 8 was at the time. This is where the 20 was at that time. This is where the 200 was. A lot of space in between. It'd be pretty dumb of me to lock in under this bar. If I locked in this right here, 32, I would have locked in 40-ish more cents. 50 almost. 95, 05, 15, 25, 35. 45-ish more cents, and I had 3 lots. 45 on the bar by bar break. That's another $135 I could have locked in. And that whole trade would have been 330 plus 330, which is pretty good. I let too much go on that trade though, for sure. Alright, next trade. AMD as well. Pullback color change, where is that? I'm pretty sure I pop on the 13 for this one and try to trade off of that. Yeah. Pretty much right there. I try going here, 3 lots. 1, 2, 3 bar pullback. None of these lows get taken out. Finally, this gets taken out. I trigger in with my stop underneath, and I get stopped out. 109.07, 109.07. 108.70. I'm trying to calculate the risk on this. 37. It was 37 cents a lot. Yeah, a bit over risk. Nothing damaging, but like just a bit over risk. Pullback color change. Position. Rising 13. Risk. Give it a half a check. Minus 119. Over risk. I don't think I meant to though. If I did mean to over risk, I would have put on like 5, 6, 7 lots. Boom. Got a nice, oh shoot. 4 bar pullback, 4 bar pullback. And a trigger over the signal bars high. So I entered a bit oversized. Maybe 1 less lot. Would have been okay. Ended up losing 20 more bucks, which if you calculate is 20% over my risk unit. Just be careful with this. And position size appropriately. Entry and stop out were valid though. Just didn't get followed through. Also, I've been doing something new, putting on the 13 and triggering off of that, which is something I normally never did. Maybe I should stick with the pullback to the 20. Which I think is what I did next. I tried again off of the 20 right here. Boom, boom, triggers, pulls back, double dip, triggers over this one, I'm pretty sure I take it over that high. 2 lots. And my stop is at 0864. Yeah, I stop out. Minus 79. Oh, I remember what I did on this one. If you calculate the risk on this one, the high is 96, the low is 65. That's about a 30-cent bar, 31-cent bar. So that's perfect for a 3-lotter, but I had just oversized a bit on the last trade. So I went downsize on this one to make it even. So that's why I only put 2 lots in. The loss is a bit smaller. I think I was supposed to get out at 64, but this bar probably dropped pretty quick. It's saying I got out at 1086, which might be this one. 1008. Got out at 1086. Yeah. A bit late. But basically, I went a bit lighter because the last one was accidentally like a bit too heavy. So again, pullback color change. This one's off the rising 20. And risk is good. Maybe what I didn't see was how big of a move this really was. Because this is pretty large on the 15, but because it was so large, and out of a base, I was expecting more follow through, to be honest. But now that I look at it, what did it do? It filled in this gap right here, right? And then it also, this pivot right here, this resistance, pretty close to the 110 as well. And I guess on the daily, well, who knows? Daily might actually look to go down. Look at that. Dual tails. It seems to be respecting the 20. Drop. Try to break above, couldn't get above really. And what does it do? Puts in like 2 identical tails. Wait. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, yeah. this just copying the data from the other day. That's not dual tails, but it is holding the 20 though. So we'll see. This might drop next week or tomorrow. We'll see. So what's good with this? Another pullback color change trigger. I just took it. Got no follow through. I don't really see anything wrong. The pullback was above 50% of the first of the big move. Perhaps the big move was too big. It had already whaled out in pause whale formation, pause whale version. Remember how I described it? First leg up, you get your red bar, your doji. There's your pause. Here's your second leg up. So technically you get that. So can I really expect for this to go boom, boom, boom? Maybe. But it did wheel out already, right? What it could have done was this. Boom, boom, boom. Or boom. Wait for the 20 to catch up. Boom, boom. But it already paused and went. So yeah, maybe I was just asking for too much. Because this had filled the gap on the 15 and back into resistance. But anyways, my first trade, I shouldn't have let it go back all the way. This was a bit too much. AMD +2 again? Damn. Whew. My bad. This one is, now it's getting a bit sketchy. A bit suspicious. Because in hindsight, this thing closed. This thing is breaching that 20. Like, be careful. It's now trading sloppily under the 20. Like 20 is now getting above. Like, so did I really trigger in long again? It seems so. +2 at 0895. Around here. 1016. Seems to be this bar right here. And stopped out when 0863 under this bar. Yeah, pretty much on the break of the 20. And when did I enter 95 over here? Yeah. This one wasn't the cleanest. This one shouldn't have been taken, to be honest. Name. Pullback color change. Position. I'm not gonna give myself position risk. Risk is still good, but like, bro, I didn't have position, so why did I even take the trade? Boom. I'm gonna put this in bad, to be honest. It don't deserve to be in the good. It's sloppy. Why would I put it in good if it's sloppy? Oh shoot. This one was suspect. I had already stopped out of 2 pullback color change trades before this, right? And it kind of violently stopped me out. Plus, those trades were actually on top or above the 20. This trade is questionable as to why I took it. Because price starts getting sloppy and breaches the 20. It does. Instead of being above the 20, It's now trading on and more towards and leaning more towards below the 20. So I didn't really have position on my side. Sloppy trade. Not a good probability. Let me see how it looked on the 5 minute. Maybe I had something. Maybe it was this 15. Or maybe this, I tried going long again. 10-15. I think that's what it was. AMD 1031. I try to go long. I think I have to add a chart. 1095. Also around this time. Yeah, I think that's what it was. 10, when did I get out? Oh wait, 42. Oh wait, 50s I started getting out. Yeah. Around there. Starts getting sloppy. This trade was just improbable. Why did I take it? Yeah, so here the pullback gets sloppy on the 20. This one, the 200 is there, but it's also now trading below the 8 and it's sloppy. So now I got the hooking 8 overhead, so it was sloppy. I think that's how I tried to justify the trade. I think I tried to justify the trade with the 200 support underneath. But again, the 5 also got sloppy. It already broke the 8 MA, so trading back up means I would now have to get back above the 8. As you can tell, that did not happen. Yeah. So this was getting sloppy. This was getting sloppy. This bar closed under. This bar came into the 8, wicked off, made a tail. This trade, I thought it was going to bounce off the 20 and take off, but I was trading into the 8 MA. It's just not probable. It might go in some other occasions, but I got a feeling that if I do this over time, like more of this is gonna happen. More likely than not. What happened here is gonna happen. So got sloppy on the 20, got sloppy on the 8. I just gotta make sure the price is above the MA. Alright, and I take yet another trade on AMD at 0863. I don't get why I took that trade. I think I took it on the 15, to be honest. On the color change of this bar, I believe. Right here. Which barely triggered in 0863. Because this is how the bar looked before it looked like that. Open here, went up like this. I came in and I entered here too. Yeah. Stop here and I got stopped out. But as you can tell, didn't work out for me. So I got out at 0814, probably below this. Slippage again or what? I wanted my stop at 0819. Slipped by 5 cents. Name, color change, above the 50%. Position. This just wasn't the best trade. These just weren't that probable of trades to be taking in the first place. These ones, on the other hand, were okay because they were above, but these ones, no good. I can't justify them. If I justify them, I'm going to keep doing them in the future. Try a 15-minute color change. Just off the body. Didn't wait for the high to completely trigger. This trade, I think I was impatient. What I really wanted was for another long to trigger, and I wanted it to pull back to the 15-minute rising 8. In hindsight, that never triggered either. Because if it did, it would have looked like this. Boom, this didn't get taken out, this didn't get taken out. But this one would open here like this Boom. That would have been pretty nice. Boom. Pull back. Boom. But never happened. I think what it was I was so starstruck by this green bar that I just had that long bias in my head. I kept trying to go long. That first bar. I was so stuck on that first bar and its momentum that I just kept having this long bias, and I just wanted any reason to trigger in long. I was impatient, so I took the trade with the least confluence, just off the color change of the body instead of waiting for the high. At a position that wasn't even probable. And that's where I went wrong. If you really split this in half, 8. If the 8 popped up right here, this, that would have been decent, but this first bar just made me want to feel like keep on going long. I kept on trying to go long. This thing barely triggered. I took it already. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Just improbable overall. Could have done better. And then the last trade of the day. So by now, all my gains are wiped. I think I'm down like 185 for the day. And Disney. Now this trade is pretty valid. This one I thought I took on Disney. So this thing clearly had upside momentum, right? Pretty sure I'd take this one. Is this the right one? Hold up. This thing got me tripping, bro. It was this. Yeah, that thing got me tripping. Cause I know, look, it copy and pasted both days. But this one was the real day. You see how this one just copy and pasted the data, but it's like September 10th. Today's September 10th, Sunday. Like, brother, the market isn't even open. So I'm looking for September 8th. It had me confused because I was like, no way I took that trade. Because this is what this is saying, that I'm pretty sure I took this, but not right into the 200 like that. So yeah, that was not the one I took. This one was the one here. September 8th right here. Yeah. So now I'm going to something that's more clear. This is pretty solid. This is clear momentum. clearly trending up, right? So I wait for that pullback. I get it. It's nice and gentle. I guess it did trigger over the top over here, but double dip, trigger over here, the stop here. So let's mark this out. This is all 10 lots again, because this bar is a 9-cent bar. Let me see when I'm out for the day. At 11:30. Oh, 11:43, I mean. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, of course I'm going to look for longs. So let's see. Let's focus on this. Boom. I go 10 lots here. Event stop. Beautiful. I mean, I'm already in full size. I can't really add. So I'm waiting for at least this, right, to give me that new high to take profits on. And this trade I was sitting back and chilling because it was later in the day. But let's see what I did. I think I went 11 lots, but really I'm supposed to only go 10. But I took one off right away, so really only 10. So I first took 2 lots off at 81.60 for 50 cents because it's an $80 stock. 81.60. This thing got to 81.64. I also had TPs at 65 and 70, which it wasn't able to hit. But 11:30, took out the first lot, first two. Yeah. So here, only 2, but you can see the new high here, new high territory. And I was just trailing the rest of the 8 lots. Pop the 8 on this. I should have trailed the 8 to be honest, because here is questionable, but after a certain point, here, and here, like it's pretty obvious it's respecting the 8. So in hindsight, what I could have done better was probably get out here. But that's like a couple of cents. What is that? Bottom of that? 50. I could have gotten out at 50. I got out at 81.45, locking in this old high right here. So a bit lower. And all 8 were out here. 8 lots times 5 cents. If I got out on the true bar by bar break, then, or AMA break, that'd give me about 40 more bucks. This was plus 382. Name. I mean, this one is just beautiful. Back color change. This one is not sloppy, you know. Clearly rising 20. Like that triggered. It's not on it. It's not below it. It's not questionable. You're not in doubt. This is clear. Anybody would say yes. Unanimous, basically. If it's unanimous, then it's a good trade. But if you have to justify it and everything, then it probably was debatable. Very clean entry. This one would be unanimous. It's without a doubt a good one. Couldn't even add because I had all size on and was just waiting for the new high. Got it and took 3 lots off or 2 lots off at 50 cents. Then locked in the old high. It did start holding the 8 MA. So if I could pick something to do better, I could have trailed the 8 MA and got out on that 2-bar break to lock in 5 more cents on each lot. $40. If I'm being nitpicky, I could have also locked in more at the 50 cents because the first move up was pretty meaty already, and the time of the day, typically, and the time of the day, especially on a Friday, typically doesn't offer the best follow through. Maybe half the position. If I locked in 3 more lots at the 60s instead of letting it go back to 45, that would have been 15 cents a lot times 3 lots. And then if I got out on bar by bar break or 2-bar break of the 8, I would have gotten out at 5 more cents on 5 lots. So just by being nitpicky and doing that, so instead of 2 here, 5 out here, and instead of out here for 5 cents change, 5 times 5, 25 here, and 15 cents here times 3, I would have been able to lock in 70 more bucks. So that's like 400. What is that? 450-ish. I mean, that's good money. 70 bucks. People don't even make that in like how much? 3 hours? 4 hours on minimum wage. But that's being real nitpicky. But this entry was really good. See, it wasn't questionable. Look, this one, like, what is this? It's trading below now. It's getting sloppy. What is this? This one is without a doubt. So I gotta take trades like this, you know, more probable trades. And then I just gotta look at it from like what it was able to do, like from the very bottom. Even though this isn't really a pullback, look, 1 leg, 2, 3, 4, it's moved a pretty solid way already before triggering this, so can I really expect that much more? Given that it's already lunchtime on a Friday, like, did it ever follow through? Not really. It dropped. It pretty much dropped from where I got out. Went a bit sideways. So good review. Basically, what did we learn? Which trades made us money? This one, clean. This one, I don't know. It just didn't work. Maybe gotta look at it from what it already did. Can you expect more? And that just comes with me, like, getting experience with my own stock and knowing what the stock is capable of. But honestly, it doesn't look too bad. This is clean. This is questionable. I'm entering here. Yeah, that's questionable. This is very questionable. This is not clean. So yeah, I just got to take trades that actually trigger and set up properly. Don't try to, like, finesse this stuff, because don't try to justify myself into making those trades. They're not going to be as probable. I'm just going to end up losing unnecessary money. Like, if I didn't take this, that's another plus 84 bucks. If I didn't take this, another plus 100 bucks. Like, if I waited for what I truly wanted, for this to go back to the 8, and if it triggered over this, then that's valid. But I kind of wasted this. So that's like 200 bucks down the drain there. But yeah, back at it again tomorrow. So super excited. We're making hella improvements. And let's just keep it going. Thank you guys. Peace.